What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Alright. Start a new arena. I'm gonna try to start the new arena rounds at least on this screen so you guys could see the... Oh, this way, there we go. So you can at least see the cutoff predictions until I get everything sorted out so that it's a little bit better. Wow, that's weird. It's showing up on screen like the chat, you guys. Oh man, it's so weird. I'm trying to like point to it, but the chat is showing up on screen faster than it was showing up in my actual chat here. That's so weird. I still got to figure out the sort out the color issue, man. Programming. I sure do suck at it. But anyway, in case people are curious, the cutoffs, it's always in the description of these videos as well, but at least at the start of each new arena round, you can just go to the first video. It's a temporary solution, alright? You can see my, my cutoff prediction there. Hopefully all platforms are able to see that, because people were telling me they couldn't go to the description on consoles and stuff like that. Tyler Bost sending over a buck. Saying, whoa. Is that it? Just whoa? Taylor, thank you very much, dude. We actually need to go to the other screen in order for those to pop up. It's still very much so not fully set up yet. But, Taylor, thank you very much for the buck. You know what's coming, man. You already know what's coming. Slap. Thank you, dude. Oh man, got a little bit of a headache, so that slap was kind of weak. But it's not too bad, you know. As long as I don't bounce my head around, then we'll be all right. Not who you think. Re-upping that banana bush. Not who you think. Thank you so much for all that continued support, man. Welcome back. Please enjoy. Please continue to enjoy your banana. You already know how to use all these sweet custom emojis. Thank you, man. Hobbit with the hashtag, it's already in my face. What? Oh, man. Hobbit. Thank you for the raid. I didn't get a chance to pop in your stream, but I did see the stream title. And it said you got Aegon, right? What was the stream title? Let me take a look again. Where was it? It was We Got Aegon. Yeah, dude. It's exactly what it was. So awesome, man. I'm so happy for you. What rank, what score and what rank did you end up? I goes to BG, been a while, had to take a break from MCOC for a bit, but I started a fresh new account as of this morning, and now I'm back on that grind. Well, nice, man. I've been doing good. Hope you've been doing good with your time away from MCOC, but welcome back to you. And yeah, man. Good to have you back. Good luck with your new account and everything. Corey hitting that member button as well. Corey, is that a... I think that's a... That is a renew, right? I mean, I know you've sent over plenty of Superchats and stuff like that. Maybe that's just why I think it's a renew. Either way, whether it's a brand new banana of yours or it is one that you're already growing, welcome or welcome back. Thank you, dude. As it says, your banana is growing. Okay. I need to get a tweet out real quick. Wait, Hobbit. I farted on stream and it smelled and Amy complained that it was in her face. Wow. Also, I got Aegon with rank 41 at 89 mil. Overshot, but better safe than sorry, I guess. Dude, congratulations, man. Congratulations. I actually have no clue what Aegon went for this round. Did he end up going low, or does anyone know? Does anybody have like a close to 150 kind of score? Let me get a tweet out first. Oh, first time banana? Well, Corey, thank you so much, man. I always thought you had a banana. That's what she said. Anyway, let's get a tweet out real quick. Hit up the old Twitteroo here. Dearest Rad Marvel Champions. 60 mil or so? Is that what he went for? Son of a... Or wait, Shark saying 40 something? What? I'm so pissed. I should have never asked. Dreamin said he saw a screenshot of like 141 around 60 mil. Okay, okay. Alright, so... Alright, not quite 40. Or, I mean, unless there was a crazy drop-off, which is possible. We've seen that before, but... Damn it, dude. Damn it. Ah. Oh, well. Okay, let me get a tweet out real quick. Hang on. Tweet is... Let's see. I guess the tweet is this. I should have went for Aegon in round 2, huh? Hashtag woulda got him with my 68 mil. That's a long hashtag. I'm now oh, jeez. Terrible. Not even close to this price. Okay, there we go. Tweet. God. Why is it so hard? Okay. There's a couple more super chats before we start this grind. Thank you, guys. Namron Striker said it over 2 saying slap. Happy birthday. Namron. Although I appreciate the 2, I hate to break it to you, but I only do 1 slap a stream. And Taylor, he was the first person to send something over, so he got the slap. I do appreciate you, though, man, and I will be putting your name on the big D. But thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Tom also sending over one of them New Zealand bucks. Thank you, Tom. Saying, last grind Brant. Okay. BGA finally did 5.4.6. Ultron, 1 shot with Cap Infinity. Nice, dude. 1 shot with Cap Infinity, huh? Okay. That's awesome, man. I would say, while he's an okay champ for that fight, he doesn't exactly just turn the fight into something easy. That's impressive, my friend. Well done. Steel also sent it over buck. Steel, thank you. Saying Twitter, okay. Face is itchy for some reason. Alright, Steel, what do we got? What is this? My duck is better than your duck. Excuse the Snapchat notification. Okay. Are you about to blow through this fight super easy? Oh man, you've got a lot of buffs, and you got suicides on, and this is the incursions, right? Because it's a 7-minute timer. Okay. And that's good ducky. Good little ducky. Nice, man. Okay, well let's start the grind though, man. Let's get to it. I'm not sure what I want to do in regards to my masteries, because you guys know I hate grinding without suicides on. But do I really want to change my masteries again right now? Let me think. Am I going to do more 6.4 tomorrow? Let me see what's expiring. Hang on. Oh, free crystal. Excuse me. Hold the phone, guys. Gotta grab that real quick. Grab that. Take a look here. I got a 20% boost expiring. Potions aren't expiring quite yet, though. I kind of want more time to farm more potions. Sucks that I might lose this boost, but I don't think I'm going to do 6. Well, I might. Ah, damn it. Alright, screw it. I'll reset the masteries. I'll throw the suicides on. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do. But all right, Andrew M. hitting that member button as well. Andrew, thank you very much. Figured I donate enough. Why not just outright support you? Dude, Andrew, thank you very much. Welcome. Please enjoy a banana along with all of these fantastic custom emojis that you now too have access to. Thank you. All right, let's throw some masteries on. Let's throw some suicides on there. Let's do it. Why not? Did you last again just to be a pain? Alright, Tom. What is your last? Cap Comparium and not trigger anything. I don't know what happened. Really? I mean, there's certain buffs you can parry with Cap, and if he's awakened, like the armor up, he's gonna get armor broken kind of thing, but all of them? Interesting. If there was something else. I don't know. Either way, pretty interesting. Maybe I'm forgetting something about his abilities. I don't think he has, like, ability accuracy reduction. I know he can, you know, reverse the healing if you parry and keep him consistently parried on, like, the healing one. But either way, man, congrats. What did your tweet mean? Aegon went for less than 60 million in round 2, and I put up 68 million in round 1. Chris Raposo said over 2 of them Canadian bucks saying thoughts on Seaton's video. Thanks for the streams. Hey man, thank you for the 2 Canadian bucks. Thank you for the 2 loonies. Or is that a... Yeah, that's a toonie. Thank you very much. Oh man, I see this comment from Coat too. What do you think of seeing copying you and taking a break from Alliance play? Total copycat move. You know what I mean? Total copycat. No, yeah, I'm gonna make a separate video about it. I decided, but I will share some thoughts here, as I like to do in the live streams. Hang on, let me just get set up in the arenas, and I promise I will answer it. But I want to make sure I don't screw up my mastery points, and make sure I can get into the arena. Because once I'm in the arena, oh, I can just ramble on for days. But until then, a little too much thinking. 2 quests away from Cavalier. Need to grind units for revives. I hear that, man. Well, good luck to you. You're very close. Almost there. Alright. Arena. And I'm actually going to start. And we got the tier 1 alpha going. So, yeah, let's get in there. Let's get this. Okay, so thoughts on Seaton's video. You know, there's a lot of points that I agree that there's a bunch of things that I don't like about the current state of the game. I don't necessarily like. I'm gonna give. By the way, I should say I'm gonna make a longer video dedicated to exactly like my own version of like state of the game kind of thing. So if I don't go into like the full details, just know that yeah, tomorrow I'll put something else out. But okay, anyway, so there's things that I don't like about the current state of the game. Too, of course. I think everybody has their things that they don't like about the current state of the game. Things that either could be just slightly better, like maybe AQ timers is your problem or something like that, to things that are much deeper. And I kind of, okay, so I made a video a long time ago. Talking about Alliance Wars. Well, the video Tangents of Brian Grant. I could do that. I made a video talking about Alliance Wars. It was like 6 or 8 months ago or something like that. I think it was sometime before the new year. And I was trying my best to figure out a way to fix Alliance War. And I was kind of just looking at the surface level stuff. and looking at like defensive tactics, and I was trying to think like, okay, what could Kabam do here? Could they change these, nerf these, add offensive tactics to go along with the defensive ones? Could they just completely remove them entirely? What can they do to fix it? And I couldn't think of anything they could do with those. And what I've realized is that it's kind of the core game. There's like an underlying problem to the game. And I realize it's kind of the same thing with a lot of the well, for Alliance War. And again, it's just me, because I know some people like the current state of Alliance Wars, but I'm certainly not one of them. So what I realized is that I needed to change so much of Alliance Wars to make it enjoyable that it's like almost just like a brand new mode. It's an overhaul. And, you know, a lot of the issues that I hear, I actually wrote down some issues because I was going to make a video about it. So I started writing down the issues that other people are having, which is just a little summary here. Content in Act 6 and beyond is crazy specific and punishing. 80% of champions are barely useful. Content not rewarding enough, especially compared to spending. War and Alliance quests are stale and run on a 24-hour clock with required check-ins throughout the day. Incursions are fun, but you know they've got some issues as well. No small-scale competitive mode. Innovation in questing is kind of lacking, where I think people were looking for something for Book 2. Looking for it to be a bit different, and it's not quite. 6 stars are barely different than 5 stars. It's kind of just like, you know, add 1 star, add a few more stats, and the healing. So it's not as interesting as it could be. Cheating in MCOC. Of course, adds to unenjoyment, and content bloat where there's like just too much to do and stuff. So basically, I was looking at all those things and I was thinking, man, if like any one of those things change, it doesn't necessarily make the game suddenly like it's a miracle. The game is totally fixed because there's less restrictive nodes in Act 6 or something like that. To me, it's more of an underlying issue, a few underlying issues, like the core of the game. One of them being champion balance. And I'm not talking about nerfing, okay? Hold your horses, everybody. Not talking about nerfing, but of course, with certain champions feeling like they're the only champions that can be used in, you know, Act 6 or Alliance War and things like that, if you want to be most competitive, then it makes most champions feel kind of worthless, which has an effect on how you feel about the rewards that you're going to pull, even if it's guaranteed rewards like Catalyst, you know. Like, I love Man-Thing, and, like, I really love Man-Thing. I love Man-Thing, I love Venom the Duck, right? I love these champions, and I have fun ranking them up. But at the end of the day, even if they changed around certain aspects to Alliance War and Act 6 and stuff like that, I'm still not going to be using these champions. I'm still stuck playing the same top-tier champions, unless I don't have them, like Ghost, and then I'm just trying to scramble with whatever else I have. And that's you know, it's still a fun game that way, but to me personally, that lack of balance has a real effect on all the modes for me. So that's the first issue. The second issue is a matter of time, which, you know, the game has added so many different things, and I love that it's added so many different modes and stuff like that, but I wish that as they added new modes, certain other modes were a little bit less time consuming. Like, instead of adding more time that you needed to spend in Alliance Quest, when new modes get added, maybe just take away some of the nodes in AQ, make it less demanding so that you have more time to explore and do other things in this game rather than kind of be locked into what you kind of have to do. And then the third kind of core issue for me is I want to be challenged in different ways than what is currently being offered. These are my issues, by the way, I should say. Like, this is kind of my response to issues that other people are being brought up. I want to be challenged in different ways. I actually really love the champion fight, the champion boss fight. I know not everyone loves it, and I liked the gates, and I know not everybody liked them. And hey, when those gates came out, I also requested for a way to remove the gates. As you go through content, I described it as like a force field over Act 6 that the Grandmaster is casting, restricting some champions that you use, making so you can't bring in 4 stars, things like that. And then my idea was, as you go through the content, you kind of break down this force field as you defeat some of the Grandmaster's henchmen and stuff like that. And it makes it less restrictive. But I always wanted a challenge mode that was like just for the people that just wanted a challenge, something like purely cosmetic. And then don't make it as crazy for like the base level difficulty. And then of course I wanted a small scale PvP mode that would also add to challenge. And once again, game balance has an effect on that, but if you have an isolated small scale PvP mode, you could have like banning phases or, you know, random pools of champions to select from, so that you couldn't always play like the same champs, and that would make the game more fun. So yeah, that's kind of some of the issues that that I have with the game that Seaton and other people brought up, and the ways I'd like to see them fixed. I'll have a more detailed video, more concise, include some of the other things that I may have left out in the actual video itself. But for now, anyone who asks, I'm going to direct them. Crap, when did I start rambling? Was it at like 5 minutes or 10 minutes in? Oh wait, it was after the super chat, which was 10 minutes ago. Okay, so like 12 minutes into the stream. From like 12 minutes to 22 minutes. I'm going to write that down. If anyone has questions, they can go back, or they can just wait for the video that I'll post tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, those are some of my quick thoughts on it. It's not really new issues. It's kind of just things that have been, you know, and there's also nothing, like, people get burned out all the time on this game. Steel sent over a buck saying BG wants a global man thing buff in Act 7. Yeah, something like that, man. Wait, was that even your last one? I just realized I was rambling for a while. What is your one before the buck? Or was that it? Oh, I think that was it. Yeah, wants a man thing buff in Act 7. Yeah, man. Dimitri said, or hitting that member button. Dude, thank you so much. Another new member? Man, you guys are too kind. Thank you very much. Welcome. Please enjoy a banana along with all these fantastic custom emojis. Esmir sent over 2 saying, need a dad joke to tell my staff tomorrow. Help. Oh, man. Well, I'm not going to be able to help you with that, but Tom, or somebody, if you could set Esmir up with a joke. But Esbir, thank you for the 2. I would have to boo myself. I would end the stream just to boo myself. Namrod said it over another buck. Thanks, man. Saying, what about making story content similar to Variant 4, where you have quests where you can only bring lower star variants to explore? MO that would have been better for Book 2. Man, I think that's fun to do sometimes, and if they wanted to do that for certain quests or something like that, I think that's fine. Probably can't repeat that too much, otherwise like the novelty of that will wear off, and it also makes it less compelling to chase like the best of the best characters in the game. But that was enjoyable when they did that, for sure. So yeah, if they did something else to make it more interesting, I would love to see that. Now, I've got ideas for quests like that Kabam could do to really make things super interesting. I don't even know if they would go for it. Like, I don't even want to publicly say them because the ideas they're pretty crazy. I really think people would like them, but it's such a crazy idea that like. It's the type of idea that, like, I don't know, maybe it's just more fun to think about even than to do. Like, man. I want to maybe put together like a full document or make a video about it, but I can't even just like just barely mention the ideas because it's too involved. Yeah, I think it'd be simple to play, but the concept would be very involved. But anyway. It's crazy how much effect Seton has on MCOC. All he did was leave his alliance and the community just went nuts. Yeah, it is pretty crazy, man. It is pretty crazy indeed. It is pretty nuts. You know, I was thinking about like 12.0 because we're actually near the anniversary of 12.0. It was, wait, was it March 1st or was it May 1st? Now I can't remember. One of the M's. I want to say it was. I want to say it was March, actually, wasn't it? I think it was March 1st, so I guess we're not that close to it. March, I'll never forget? Okay. Yeah. But yeah, this is kind of a... I mean, there are a lot of feelings being shared in the community, a lot of people making videos and stuff like that. But it's definitely a different feeling than, like, 12.0 where things just... Like, there was just a bad update. Full of bugs and changes that people weren't really asking for. This is kind of a... Well, people have been complaining for a while, and I don't think Kabam really listened to people's complaints, and it's kind of gotten to that point where a lot of players are burnt out. The game's not going to die by any means. I could tell you that much. Like, oh man, it would take a lot to kill this game. And Kabam, like, I don't know if anybody's worried about that. Like, Kabam, they're going to take feedback and make changes going forward. I don't know what they're going to be. I don't know if they're going to be satisfying to people. I don't know if it's going to want to make Seed and return to a competitive alliance again or something like that. But regardless, the game ain't going anywhere. If you're still enjoying it, then you have nothing to worry about. But I do hope that they make some changes because there's been a lot of things that I've been asking for changes for a long time too. Many people have been asking for changes. And yeah, I'm certainly one of them. Did you see the first round cutoff for Aegon? Truly that shows how horrible the game is looking. Yeah. J Divine, what's up, dude? BGNC are the biggest YouTubers in regards to this game, so anything they say or do will cast a cloud of the community. It's inevitable. They are like LeBron and Jordan. Oh man, God, if I was even 1% as good as either of those guys at anything in life, then man. Zolo Harris sending over $1. Zolo, thank you, dude, saying Neymar. Should have started from Act 1 again. Do side story quests would have been good for longevity of the game. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of things they could do. There's a bunch of things they could do for it. That's certainly something they could do. I still wonder, like, there's a lot of content that they could reuse, separate from Act 7 or Book 2 or whatever it is, right? Like Realm of like they, you know, the same way they do with back issues, where they have like a classic and a variant difficulty. I'm still kind of hoping that they add a variant difficulty to some of these, but then again, like, that's kind of what I'm talking about, where I want a... It doesn't necessarily need to be like variant difficulty and have variant rewards and stuff like that. I do want some other type of mode that's more challenging but not required, you know? And nothing is required in this game, but I mean by that is, like, you look at Act 6 and you look at the rewards, and if you want to, if you're an endgame player and you're looking to keep your spot in your alliance and stuff like that, well, you're probably going to have to get in there, and you're probably going to have to get busy and get the content done, get the rank up rewards and things like that, right? But if you had something that was like just a cosmetic reward or just a trophy champion type of reward, just something to say like, hey man, you did it. You got through this content. We gave you some nasty challenge. Somehow you got through it. Good job. Here you go. Something that players can opt into. I would love to see stuff like that. Just throw a challenge mode difficulty on all sorts of stuff, man. The earlier acts, Realm of Legends, Road to Labyrinth. There's so much content in this game that they can kind of do that with. Vic Ocean sent it over to Vic. Thank you very much. Saying, can you tell me how to get 2,000 5-star shards? So, Vic, did you send over another 2? I think you did send over another 2. Thank you very much. Oh man, I have not been updating the Big D. Crap. But let me update it now. Vic, thank you very much for the now 4. Appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. Saying amazing channel, bro. Thank you very much. So, here's the thing about shards. They come from all over the place in this game. Everywhere except for Alliance Quest, basically. So yeah, it's just a matter of doing things on a high enough difficulty. The arena, the higher level arenas, there's 2,000 5-star shards available from the 5-star arena. But if you're asking how to get 2,000 5-star shards, then don't take this personally, but you're probably not ready to do that type of a grind. Your roster, it takes time to build up something like that, so definitely nothing personal. The same thing with like the monthly difficulty. If you're able to do it on the higher difficulties like Heroic, Master, and Uncollected, there's an increasing number of 5-star shards that you can get from there. Alliance War, the higher the tier, the more shards you get. So they really come from all over the place. The possibly best place to get some shards, I don't know how many you get for each difficulty, but the side quests that we have, the Dimensional Rifts or whatever the rifts are called this time around, they have 5-star shards in them as well. So you can kind of look at all these different areas for your shard needs. Or duping 4-star champions too. I hope that you don't sell your 4-star champions, because that's never a good thing to do. Never sell your champions. You'll eventually get the shards. It'll only set you back the next time you're gonna open up a crystal. So patience is a big thing in this game. B Daniels send over 2 saying BG tweet. Also hi. B Daniels, what's up, dude? Tweet, you got it. I did a thing. Last 4 paths, 1,700 units worth of items. Had some of them in stash. Nice, dude. Oh, the champions all done. You still have this handsome devil right here to deal with. But yeah, nice, man. Good stuff. Steel. Send over buck. Saying, IMO Kabam's biggest problem is the node design in endgame content, which eliminates 90% of your roster just to get some 6-star shards for another Karnak. I think Act 5 was the sweet spot in node design. I agree to some extent. Here's the thing, though. Even if the nodes weren't so restrictive, we would still use just as few champions, if not fewer. Act 5 was a different time as well. It's not just the nodes. When Act 5 first came out, it felt like... I mean, that was shortly after 12.0, so it's not even that it felt like. The balance just... It was in a better place. We didn't have champions that were so drastically far above other champions. I mean, we did have that too, but it wasn't as big of a difference. We didn't have champions that had guaranteed crits. I mean, where do you go from there? That's the ceiling. It's 100%. You know, like at the time we had champions that had 40% crit rate that got toned down to 35 or something like that. With technically Rocket and Karnak could have had like guaranteed crits, but that's if you held your combo and stuff, and they didn't have all the other crazy abilities. You have champions these days that it's not just a difference of a little bit of block proficiency. It's like, okay, certain champions don't need to block at all. Don't need to parry, don't need to do any of that stuff. So, like, it was just a different time, and that's why I think the balance of the champions kind of drove this ridiculous content. And I don't want the nodes so crazy either, but like, I think that's what happened at least. But anyway, thank you for another buck. Rip934 at Senate05 saying, how do you pronounce right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left? That would be a paradiddle right there. I was trying to think if it's been so long since I looked at that stuff. I was trying to think, wait, paradiddle? Double paradiddle? No, that's just regular paradiddle, right? Right, left, left, left. Is that something else, though? Because that, to me, that's a drumming... Oh my god, drawing blanks. Jesus. Rudiment. That's a rudiment in drumming. Is that something else, though, Rip? I'm curious now, man. Or was that a drum-specific question? God, man, it's been so long since I even held drumsticks. Makes me sad. Actually, every once in a while, I will sit here and kind of like air drum to some music, but like I actually got to play. I don't know if you guys could hear Laura. She popped in and said, you air drum when there is no music. And, well, yeah, of course, but... it's a psych reference, BG. Those were the directions in the maze. Oh, Rip, you're right. That's the gambling episode. In the maze behind, like, the Home Depot or whatever. Yeah. And they were like, rule, or something like that. Of course. Of course. Rip. Thank you for the 5, dude. Gotta love a good psych reference. Even if it went over my head at first. Okay, Taz. Taz Seuss. Send it over to saying thanks for all the content plus advice, BG. Taz. Thank you very much for the support. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Mean Rhino sent over a buck saying, hey BG, read last, please. Mean Rhino. Okay, there is no Mean Rhino in the chat. Is this... Oh, wait, there is. It's just a space. Okay. I was thinking for a second there it might be Lakers Bodyguard because he likes to throw in some different names from time to time. But, okay, Mean Rhino. Thank you, dude, saying, hey, BG, I've heard Sentinel is great for variants 1 through 3, which I still need to do myself. Is he worth rank 5 unawakened? Yes. His awaken ability, it's big. You know, it's a pretty powerful awaken ability. There is definitely a difference in playing the champion unawakened versus awakened. Basically what it does is it allows you to build up your analysis charges easier. When the opponent throws their specials, if they throw the same special back to back, you gain 20 analysis charges. So all you have to do is just bait a few special ones in a row, and that's it. Like you're ramped up. Well, more than a couple, but yeah, you ramp up that way. Without having them awakened, you can still ramp up. You just have to, do things like attack the enemy when they're blocking. Or you'll slowly build charges over time as you, you're trying to bait out specials and the enemy's constantly throwing mediums or something like that, and you'll gain some that way too. But he's still worth it, yeah. Like, even unawakened, He's great for that content, man. So I would say yes, worth it. Thank you very much for the buck. But Daniels, another buck as well. Daniels, where's your last? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh my goodness. Can't find it. Here we go. All right. Everyone's tagging you, so it makes it harder for me to sort through it. Okay. Yeah, that a-hole I'm not looking forward to. I've done 2 paths and hated even with Ghost. Plan on Unit Man to save the day, though. Yeah, Unit Man will get it done. Unit Man will get it done, man. Good luck to you. Hopefully you don't have to use Unit Man too much. Dude, thank you for the buck. Dies because I lost my head. Thanos, keep your head, man. Don't lose your head. Henach. Sent over 2 of them Canadian bucks saying, 3rd last, please. Okay. What do we got? Okay, I think it's these 2 comments together. Yes. Okay. We've been here so many times. These big backlashes happen every 8 to 12 months after several big changes or ongoing issues with the game that the community resents but puts up with. The problem is we're always behind the ball, and only after a big pushback does Kabam pretend to care. They don't. We'll see a few improvements, but be back to square one in 10 months. Possibly. So I do agree that, I do agree with some of your points there where, well, one, yeah, these backlashes, they happen all the time. They definitely happen all the time. I do wish that Kabam... I mean, I suppose it's tough because they do listen to feedback all the time, but there are plenty of times where I'm sure all of us feel like our feedback is not being heard, or they're hearing it, but they're just like, don't care, you know, like we've got the data that says you guys are still happy or something like that, even if we're saying we're not happy. I don't know. I don't know exactly how they operate, right? I will say this, though. There are times where, like, things change, and it's a permanent change. And for me, it's not always been a positive permanent change. Like, items, dude. Or gear, or whatever you want to call them. I still so badly wanted that. I wanted that to be the differing factor, or even if it's not gear, like the individual champion mastery system, just something, man, some other way to customize your champions. I was so looking forward to that, and the community feedback was no, don't do that, do not add that. And well, they didn't, and they still haven't, and they're not going to. But at least they listened, I guess. Because I know I know some people would have hated it, but man, I so badly wanted it. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know what's gonna change, but I feel like there's enough people speaking up and all that that something's gonna change. And here's the way I'd like to look at it too, man. Like, I don't know, change is exciting. So I don't know what's gonna change, but it's kind of like, okay, well let's see. You know, let's give some more feedback maybe. And then put the ball in Kabam's court. Let's see what happens here. And yeah, I just hope that they actually do make some serious changes. Some long-lasting ones, and not just some temporary band-aids. But see, actually, that's what I think got us to this point in the first place, is all these temporary band-aids with core underlying issues. But Hinach, thank you again for the 2. The shed. Send an over buck. Saying, dude, psych, great show. Absolutely. Wish I owned the DVDs or knew where to watch the whole series again. It's on Amazon Prime. That's where I watch it, if you have Amazon Prime. I don't know if it's on any other streaming services. But yeah, dude. Great series. Great series. Stroke my sabers over 2, saying, haha, yay, time for Tom's jokes. Oh no, stroke my saber, why? Thank you though, dude. Sup PG, sup Dobie, are you also stepping back again? No, I'm really happy with where I'm at currently. Honestly, because of the things going on in the world, I kind of wish I was in for Loki right now. But I would, you know, once the world goes back to normal or whatever, I would need more time to do other things, and yeah. I have issues with the game, certainly. But I still have fun. So for me, nothing is changing. I just hope that I want Kabam to make changes. I've always wanted Kabam to make changes. Made so many videos on it, but still happy enough with the game to keep playing. Okay, Tazus sent over another 5. Thank you, man. Let me see. I think is that 7 from you? Yeah, thank you very much. But alright, let me see. I found out Nebula works for the Sabretooth everyone is complaining about in Act 7. Tested it myself, but mine was only rank 3. Spread the word. I'm not even sure what that Sabretooth fight is. I haven't messed around in the Act 7 beta. Really. I did take a peek in there just to see, like, you know, just to take a quick look around at some of the nodes and stuff, but I don't even know what that fight is all about. I did hear Sabretooth's name mentioned some, but like 5-star rank 3, I'm guessing, right? No, obviously, yeah. You said mine was only rank 3. Of course you're not talking about a 6-star. But okay. Interesting. Thank you for the now 7. Prophecy 508-705 saying thank you for advice on ranking Colossus. He's helping me a lot. Nice, man. Yeah, Colossus, great champion. Glad he's helping you. Dude, thank you for the 5. Appreciate that support. B. Daniels sent over another buck saying, I don't even know what everyone is so mad about. Haven't paid attention to it. Yeah, I mean, it's the same stuff. B. Daniels, it's the same reason why you're leaving your alliance. I mean, here's the thing. Everybody is just a player of the game, right? At least I'd like to think so. But yeah, like obviously, when Seaton made the video, it created some waves in the community and stuff like that. But the reality is, like, you know, he's just one player. Stating his opinions and stuff like that, and people quit their alliances every day. So in that regard, at least, it's no different. Like, yes, it is different because it's on YouTube, and I'm hoping that it actually has a bigger impact on what Kabam does going forward, things like that. But what I mean is, if you are enjoying the game, don't let somebody else leaving their alliance hurt your enjoyment of the game. You know? It shouldn't impact you on that level. It could impact you on, you know, how you think about it or whatever, but hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. If you're not happy, certainly join in, vent your frustrations. Now is a great time to give some feedback, things like that. But if you enjoy the game, then nothing changes for you, is what I'm trying to say. It's a big player. Yeah. I was trying to word it in I had a hard time wording it the way I wanted to. But yeah, anyway. Tom sending over another one of them New Zealand bucks. Tom with the face. What is this face for, Tom? Where's your last? So this one, BG, I woke up today and someone had dropped a bunch of celery on my doorstep. I think I'm being stalked. A celery joke, Tom? Boo. Hey, BG, saw you took on the new account challenge recently. What's your advice for the fastest progression possible for somebody who already knows the game? For example, story versus event questing. Well, so story quest is more rewarding. And if you can do like a single push through to get some titles, since you're experienced with the game, I think that's a good idea. When it comes to fully exploring the quests, I personally, I'd rather just do that with the monthly. Because the story, I mean, the story quest rewards, they're always going to be there. And once you get to Act 4, that's when the rewards get really good, because you actually get mastery points. So I'd say Acts 1 through 3, exploring them, you don't really need to. You actually get, you know, Act 1 isn't even that long, and you get some decent units along the way and things like that. But Act 4 is when you really want to start exploring. But I would save that stuff. I would save it for after you, you know, like go in there with your spare energy after doing what you can in the monthly, since that's temporary content. And it's not like the rewards in the monthlies are bad. They've buffed them over time. So that's what I would do. My new account challenge was a little bit unique in that I was really just gunning for like that Cavalier title. But yeah, if I was gonna like maintain the account and stuff, I would do the monthly after pushing for, like, you know, whatever title I can get to get in the better daily rewards and stuff. Sex for Kabam programmers, they probably see Seaton in their nightmares. Maybe. They probably see a lot of us in their nightmares, man. How do I stop Seaton's video from impacting the streams I enjoy watching? Yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about that except shut down YouTube, man. Here's what happened during 12.0. I was still having a pretty good time with the game, but clearly everyone else was not. And yeah, I wasn't thrilled with the changes being made, especially with the rollout with all the bugs and stuff like that. And I thought the new block proficiency was a bug. I didn't think that was intentional, which I guess it was intentional, but I didn't think it was. But I was still enjoying the game. But when I was looking at everyone else's reactions, I was like in a pit of despair, like, oh my goodness, the world is ending, the game is dead, it's over. Like, but then I was like, wait a minute, I'm still logging in and actually still having a good time. Alright, let me just give some feedback on some of the things I don't like, and they'll fix it, hopefully. And that's kind of how I feel right now. It's like I log in, still have a good time. But yeah, seeing how everyone else feels, it can win. But Chris, sending over one of them Canadian bucks. Thank you very much. Where's your last? Oh, it's right there. When is your next rank up roulette you promised? The rank up roulette. I Don't know if another rank up roulette's coming anytime soon. Rank up roulette here. The game kind of changed after I made that rank up roulette video, where the content started demanding more specific champions, and I had less room to play and kind of just do a random fun rank up. And especially these days, since I stepped down from Fort Loki, I'm not getting as many rewards, and yeah. So I don't know if there's another rank up roulette. Is there beef between Seaton and you? No, not at all. We joke sometimes about it, but no. B. Daniels sending over another 10. B. Daniels, thank you, man. Saying if everyone is mad about Act 7, it's beta, things will change if people give feedback. If you don't want to do AQ or AW, then don't. It seems simple to me, but I'm pretty hard to piss off, just my opinion. Yeah, I hear you, man. I think it's, I don't know if it was the Act 7 beta that really started it all. I think it was just people did give Kabam time to change, kind of thing. So like I understand, man. I totally understand. I tried asking for a lot of changes. They didn't really get addressed. And after a while, you kind of just, you know, if you're not happy with the game and you're like waiting for it to change, you only wait so long. So I think that's how a lot of people feel, is like they were like, okay, you know, I still really like this game except for these things, and as long as they fix these things, then I'll be happy still. But then those things don't get changed, and I don't know, everyone has their own breaking points, or it's just good to step back from time to time too. I can almost guarantee you that Seaton is still gonna enjoy this game, just on a different level than he was for you know, than he was previously. Which hopefully Kabam can just make things that make him and other people enjoy the game as much as they were. Alright, B. Daniels, what did you send over, man? I think this is 14. Unless I missed something. I think it's 14. But dude, thank you very much. Let me go ahead and update it. Thank you, dude. Zesky. What's up, man? Last, what do you got? Yo BG. Amazing garden salad today. Your fave salad? Fruit, garden, chicken, Caesar, Cobb, potato, pasta, taco, tuna, Greek, Asian sesame. Dude, is there really this many salads? Is that caprese? Is that how you say that? 3 bean. 3 beans. Or other. Ah, man, I don't know, dude. I just kind of keep it simple. I don't know what you would call it, but I actually used to eat salads all the time just because, I don't know, for some reason I liked it, man. Even when I eat, like, even when I was eating a lot of fast food, you know, I'd, like, go to Taco Bell, get a whole bunch of tacos and, I guess just tacos. But, like, large quantities, you know, stuff my face with that. And then I'd still be like, oh, dude, yeah, just a good salad, like, you know, it'd be drenched in like, Italian dressing or something like that, but basically it would just be lettuce, cucumber, carrots, and sometimes I would have like different types of greens in there when I was like trying to experiment and you know, trying to get it a little bit healthier. I was adding like I think it's pronounced escarole, I don't know. It's basically just like another leafy green. I would mix like certain things like that in there, but that's pretty much it. Kept it super simple. I've eaten my fair share of chicken salads, and to be honest, I just was never that big a fan of chicken, and I just preferred it without. So I just at one point I just stopped adding chicken, or other things outside of what I just mentioned. Salads. Easy, signing over $1. Easy, thanks man. Saying one of the things that Cian brought up that I don't know that you addressed tonight was just the sheer volume of lousy Joe Fix-It type players and how difficult content can reward you with trash. I don't know if I brought it up tonight or not. I'm going to address that in the video though, but I agree. Yeah, that was one of the 3 core issues that I have with the game, is just balance overall. Which not only has an effect on the content that Kabam designs to try to like counter the champions that we have and stuff like that, it also has an effect on the rewards that we get, and it's less exciting because of you're not necessarily just pulling a new champion that you know is probably going to be useful. It's the opposite. It's, well, this is probably going to be garbage. Yeah, thank you, dude. Appreciate the buck. But Daniels sent over another buck saying some Newman's Own dressing on salad sounds delicious right now. Dude, I've had that one before. You know what my favorite one is though? Ah, man, these guys need to sponsor me. I actually, so I don't even eat salads that much anymore. For one reason and one reason only. I would eat so much like salad dressing that Laura said it would start to come out of my pores. It was also, I guess, so much oil that it like slowed me down. I would start to get like chest pains actually. So easy on the salad dressing, guys. But hold on, let me see. Okay, this is the dressing right here, man. Let me tell you, if you have not had this dressing, this is it right here. Robusto Italian from Wishbone. Oh, man. This stuff, dude, is so good. But the smell is so powerful, I guess, at least. That it just, yeah, I would eat like half the bottle on one salad, right? And it would just be coming out of my pores. And Laura said like she can't even sleep next to me because it was that bad. So yeah, I had to stop, man. But it's good. Stealth Ghost 07, Senator 1501. Stealth Ghost, thank you very much. I hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna put you up there with B Daniels for a double-headed Big D. We had to stop doing the 1 cent over type things just because people kept donating such odd amounts that it was hard to keep track of. But thank you so much, dude. Let me see. Your message is... Wait, how many points do I have in this arena? Am I done yet? Oh, 2 more rounds. Okay, sweet. Okay, Stealth Ghost. Thank you very much. Saying, hey BG, today is my birthday. Ah, dude, happy birthday. I got 6,200 units to start the grind for 6.3 and 6.4 completion. Nice, man. That's a sweet little birthday present right there, man. To knock out some content. Dude, thank you so much for donating to me on your birthday. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Good luck with your adventures into the deep parts of 6. Act 6, it can get pretty dicey in there, man. But good luck to you, dude. Good luck. Steel sending over another buck as well. Steel, thank you. Saying, I was honestly very disappointed when I saw the Sabertooth mini-boss in the beta, who has Aspect of War, and he can only do damage when you parry him. Guess they haven't learned from past mistakes. Is that what that fight is? Yeah, I don't know that I don't really know that Sabertooth fight. Someone said Nebula worked. Who was that? Taz. Has Seuss just said that Nebula works, but yeah, that doesn't sound like it's a super fun fight. That was me. I ruined the 1 cent thing. Possibly Nuggles. Nuggles the Destroyer. Yeah, there we go. Wait, never had it. Hashtag added to list. Oh, for the Robusto. I thought you were talking about the Big D thing for a second. Yeah, dude, it's good. I mean, you know, it's subjective, of course, just like anything. You might not find it enjoyable. Who knows? But, dude, I could chug that stuff. BJ, have you ever had a 3-bean salad? No. No, man, it's crazy. Like, I like beans, right? I eat beans pretty much every day. As a matter of fact, I didn't eat dinner today. And after the stream, I'll probably go have a bean dish, as I like to refer to it as. But I like to do it my own way, man. Where it's pretty simple. It's just like beans, corn, carrots, hot sauce. That's it. People like to complicate things, man. I don't need 3 different types of beans. They might have some other ingredients in there that ain't for me, man. If there's like onions or something like, I don't know what's in a 3-bean salad, but nah, man. Stuff like that. I'm an extremely picky eater, and stuff like that, you know, I've probably seen served at like family parties and stuff like that, you know, and just been like, nah, not for me. I'll pass it around. What you're passing to me, I'll just pass it right to the next person. That's it. Look it up. Curious if something like. All right, let's look it up real quick. 'Cause now I am curious. Well, let me do this fight. Hang on. All right, 3-bean salad. I don't know, man. What ingredients are in these things? Like, I don't even know what are these things? Oh, is this like pasta or something? Yeah, nah. Like, I wouldn't eat this. There's too much going on, dude. There's too much going on in here. When I eat stuff like this as a kid, I would eat certain things. I would just totally, like, separate certain things, you know? And I would do that same thing as an adult. I don't know, man. I might... Listen, if I was out somewhere and that was the only thing, sir, I'd probably eat it. But I wouldn't be happy about it, man. I would like, let's say I went to a wedding. There's been plenty of weddings that I went to where they, you know, I just don't eat. And that's it, man. I'll just go home and eat something else when I'm home. And people always feel bad, like, oh no, you're not eating, you don't like the food. Like, don't feel bad. It's my fault. I'm a picky eater. It's okay. I can go a few hours without eating. It's not a big deal. Let me just hit that open bar real quick, and that's it, you know? And then I'll eat later. Alright, Stealth Ghost 07 said, no, another 2 saying, why no 4-bean salad? You know what? That's actually what the problem is. I wouldn't eat a 3-bean salad. Because it's missing one of the most important beans, you know? You up that to a 4-bean salad? Now we're talking my kind of language. Stealth Ghost, man. Thank you for another 2. Appreciate it. Did you ever seen the Twilight Zone? Nah, Twilight Zone. I mean, of course, I'm familiar with the Twilight Zone, the music and stuff like that, but no, I never watched the show. So when your anniversary, BG, you're gonna treat me special for tonight's stream. Oh, Knuckles, dude. The banana bush. It's looking good on you. Orange juice. Send over 50 euros. What? Orange juice. Dude. After I've been booing all of your orange jokes, you're still willing to support me that much? Alright, let me see what this is, though. Dude, thank you so much. Actually, let me update the big old D first. And then I'll read you a message. Give me one moment. Okay. BG had a bit of a weird experience. A friend of mine recently started wearing glasses, and yesterday I walked in on him eating a ton of oranges. When I asked him why, he said it's because they're rich in vitamin C. I didn't get it at first. For those of you at home, C spelled S-E-E. Well, Orange Juice, I'm not going to boo you, but I am going to boo your friend. Boo. Terrible. Take a lap. Terrible. But dude, seriously, thank you so much for the super generous 50 euros, man. Thank you very much. BG the Bean Guy? Yeah, something like that. Daniel sent over another 2 saying, let me hit that open bar. BG lies 2020? That's not a lie, man. I don't hit it hard, alright? But, that's one of the places that you will find me drinking is at a wedding. You know, there's only 2 options at a wedding, right? One, there's a bunch of people that I don't know, and I'm uncomfortable, so I want to drink, or 2 or 3. Or I know lots of people at the wedding, and if that's the case, well, then I want to have a good time with the people at the wedding, so I'm also having a few drinks. So yeah. But no, B. Daniels, as you know, it really doesn't take much to get me drunk, so yeah, it's very few drinks. Stealth Ghost, sent over another $1. Stealth Ghost, thank you, dude. Just saying hi? Or was that hi to someone else? Well, thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. Did let me know if I missed the if there was a different message, but I think that was it. Thank you, dude. This Human Torch Prestige is so low. It's a little bit low. It's not that low though. Isn't he like? Wait, is he 10,600 as a 5-star? Let me see. Maybe he's not. Champions. Torch. Ah, 10,534. Yeah, that's not too bad. The Unawakened Prestige of the 6-star that I just took to rank 2, though, is not great. Yeah, 8364. Sitting pretty far below my rank 5s. Stealth Ghost sent over another $1. Just saying hi again. Dude, Stealth Ghost, thank you so much. Appreciate all the continued support. Thank you, man. I'm going to send over a bit more just to show my appreciation for you, BG. You always bring such a huge amount of level-headedness to the MCC community, and I respect that a ton. Well, Orange Juice, thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it, man. Alright, thing. Get out of my face, dude. Thank you, man. BG, what do you think of Bishop? Meh. Tom sending over another one of them New Zealand bucks. With the message retracted. Wait, is it this one? BG, where did Noah keep his B records? In the archives. Oh, the archives. Oh, Tom, how do you... This is a joke about Noah and his arc and bees. I want everyone to let that sink in for a moment. How is anyone in the world ever thinking about Noah and his arc and bees? Tom, thank you for the buck. A boo to you, sir, but thank you. B. Daniels, send over another 5. Saying it doesn't take me much to get drunk either. I just forget and keep drinking. Dude, I still owe you that beer, man. One day it's gonna happen. One day. I don't know when that day is gonna be, but at some point, dude, even if it's years from now, it's gonna randomly bump into you somewhere. Be like, dude, we need to get that beer. Stealth Ghost sent over another buck. Still just saying hi. Well, thanks, man. BG, what happened to the Alliance War Indestructible boost? Discontinued? Oh, man, the Alliance War boosts. I don't know. I haven't actually used one of those 3-minute boosts in a long time. I don't think I used the 3-minute boost in all of 2020. Actually, no, that's not true. In this past season... or was it the last season? It might have been the last season. I actually used an indestructible boost. I take it back. I just haven't looked to buy them in a long time. I think it's just bad RNG in the store. I wish there was better control on that. But yeah. BG, is Sorcerer Supreme better than Storm Pyramid X? They're different. It's not necessarily that one's better than the other. I do prefer Sorcerer Supreme over Pyramid X. Storm, that is. But they're different. They each have their special uses in this game. Stealth Ghost sending over another buck with high again. Dude, be careful. People have gotten, like, their credit card cut off, man. I don't want that to happen to you. I mean, please, feel free to keep sending over bucks. No complaints here, but I'm thinking about your credit card, man. I don't want them to disable it or something. Got Storm from the arena and still haven't played her yet? Yeah. That's kind of... So, yeah, like that right there is kind of one of the problems that I have with this game, is kind of that underlying issue that I was talking about, where the champion balance and stuff like that. I mean, you know, even if you did have an immediate use for her or something like that, or even if you did rank her up, it's kind of hard to find a place to use all these new champions when we're already locked in on, like, the top champions and stuff like that, you know. By the looks of things, they're only going to release mediocre champs for the rest of the year. Maybe, I don't know. It's still pretty early on in the year. But yeah, as I was kind of saying before too, it's like we hit a ceiling for the power level of champions. There's nowhere to take it. Champions already have guaranteed crits. That's also the reason why, like, I actually had this conversation with Kabam at Comic-Con. I said, like, it was just kind of one of those open discussions with one of the producers, with the executive producer, actually. Who we always had, oh man, I always love having conversations with this guy, because, number one, this dude knows everything going on in the game. Across, like, every single department, you know? Or at least it seems that way. And number two, this dude, like, he doesn't take offense to, like, any criticism. He's just like, dude, I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like, I feel bad. I feel bad, dude. Like, I had a talk with one of the quest designers. I still remember it, man. He was like, dude, What do you think of Variant 3? This is the first thing he said to me. I was like, oh, hey, man, you're one of the quest designers, right? He's like, yeah. And Variant 3 just come out. He's like, what do you think of Variant 3? And I was just like, meh. I was just like, oh, damn, wait, this guy just worked on this, and I just immediately was just, meh. All the work you did, meh. But yeah, with the producer that I was talking to, I don't know, man. It's get the feeling like he's very thick skin, and there's nothing really you could say to bother him about the content. But anyway, had a conversation about resistances in this game, or immunities, I should say, and how, like, I mean, he straight up told me, yeah, they're never going to change this. There's always going to be immunities, which I'm sure many people are happy to hear. But I think there's no place to go when you have immunities. It's all or nothing. Like, why would you play a champion? Why would you invest in champions that don't have immunities if there's champions that have immunities that could also do the same thing? There is no scale to it. It's all or nothing. So how do you balance all or nothing? You don't. Sure, there's certain champions that lack any immunities and they're still powerful. That's not what I'm talking about. You know, I just mean, like, I wish that there was, like, if they release new champions that don't have immunities, that's an immediate, like, oh, well, this champion might be good, but I don't know. Like, it's such a big thing. It's such a core thing to so many characters these days, you know? Alright, anyway, I think, am I behind on a couple super chats, possibly? Stealth Ghost, at this point, I can't tell if you sent over another buck. If you did, thank you again. B. Daniel sent over another buck, though, for sure, saying, might have to visit you in Washington to get that beer the way this is going. If Stealth Ghost keeps saying hi, you'll be able to afford it, too. This is true, man. Well, we gotta wait for places to reopen, man. Right now, even if we were together, wouldn't be able to buy you that beer. But eventually. Do you think Cian quitting his alliance is because he is jealous of you? Probably, dude. Of course. 100%, yeah. Kind of want a sim/sandbox Marvel game where all you do is walk around and do everyday things? You know? Is there a Marvel game like that? Because, like, do they have like a skins pack for The Sims or something like that? Because I could see a game like that being popular if it doesn't already exist. Does anyone know if top zone bonuses for incursions resets tomorrow? They should. There's like a timer in game. If it's for tomorrow, then I believe so. This is kind of the first time we have those rewards reset, but I believe that's how it works. Carl, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? Chris Tackett said it over, buck. Chris, thank you very much. Where's your last one at, good sir? Sec. Oh, it's right there. Duh. Saying last two quests in the Road to Labyrinth, beginning the struggle. It's all too real, dude. Road to the Labyrinth is crazy difficult, actually, man. So, Road to the Labyrinth, I actually think is on the same level as Act 6. Technically, Road to Labyrinth came out before Act 5. But I think Road to the Labyrinth, like the later stages at least, they're on par with like the early levels of Act 6. It's tough content, man. It's really tough content. So yeah, man, take your time with it. The rewards are kind of crappy. But it is nice to do it just for the sake of like seeing that completion banner. It's kind of satisfying, you know. But Chris, thank you for the buck, man. Good luck to you. Stealth Ghost sent over another buck saying, why you know say hi back? Did I not say hi back? Thought I did, man. My bad. Hi. Stealth Ghost, thank you for another buck, man. Oh man, I should give you the. No, I wish. I need to be able to. I wish I could do impressions. Because I love the from Psych, the Gus, hello kind of thing, where it's like half creepy but not, you know, like he does it to a lot of the ladies. It's like creepy in a totally innocent way. I don't know, something about it I think is great. But Tom, send over to the buck as well with the upside down face saying, BG, I saw a martial arts master handing out free donuts the other day. So I asked for 2, but he told me no. So I pleaded, can I still taekwondo? Can I still take one though? Can I still taekwondo? Oh my god. I seriously, like where... Boo. South Coast sent over another buck saying hi. Hello. I'm telling you, I'm scared for you, man. I'm scared. But hey, like I said, I'm gonna keep sending over bucks. By all means, man. I'll keep saying hi. Hello. Did you notice the incursion time refers to them as a tournament? I did notice that, yes. Incursions is still new, so incursions, you know, I think there's a lot of potential in the incursions. I still think there's some serious issues there that they need to get worked out, though. Like, if they are going to make it, if they are going to turn it into some sort of competitive mode, where even if you're not necessarily competing, you could still maybe get like some percent-based rewards the way that you would in like the arena or something like that. I hope they do that, but if they're going to do that, then they would have to address some issues for sure. With the actual gameplay itself. Like, what's it called? People restarting their device to... I mean, that's all it would turn into then, like the competitive side of things. Is people restarting their device, the crashes that happen, and, you know, long timeouts and stuff like that. They would have to figure out some other type of way. They'd maybe have to turn it into, like, how far can you get in an hour or something. But even then, do you want to lock someone into playing for an hour straight? That might not be good either. So that maybe that's not a good idea. But Daniels, another buck saying, where I delivered yesterday in West Jordan, Utah to a Harbor Freight in same shopping center, bar was open and packed. What? Really? Packed? Almost went in just 'cause. That's crazy, man. That is nuts. People are nuts. Yeah, I could understand a place being open and maybe some people are in there, like maybe spaced out and stuff like that, but dude, you would never catch me in a packed bar right now. People are nuts. Oh, hi, I just got notified you're live. Phew, I was afraid you were dead. Wow. Welcome to the stream. I messed the thing up, mama. Star, what'd you mess up? Got me curious too. Push thing for Reddit thing, and those clog the queue of pings for Discord things. Everything went at once now. For all of my things. I don't think that's what she was talking about. I think Laura was just talking about the YouTube notification thing. No game crashes in Labyrinth or Abyss. Seems like an easy enough fix. Also, no time fights. Signed, sealed, and also delivered. P.S. Hi BG. Karate Bike. I agree with you, dude. Just take away those timers. Or if you're going to have a timer just at the end, I mean, let's face it, if it takes you 8 minutes to do a fight and you didn't win in 8 minutes, then you lose. Like, I don't know, man. But yeah, I agree. It's kind of simple fixes. Did Road to Labyrinth back when the variant, or not variant, the version 12.0 update hit. I was using Scarlet Witch that I had awakened just hours before the update to hit the last paths. My update automatically happened. Oh no! I got stuck on a stun immune Black Panther Civil War that suddenly kept getting stunned and thus stunning me. It was so annoying. Bugged fights all over the place and couldn't undo my update. Oh, wow. 20, that sounds like a miserable time. Sounds like a really miserable time. Oh wait, was talking about Discord? It's my own notification for you. Oh. Oh. Well, excuse me. I take it back. BG, how many units would you say I should save for 6.2.6? I'm using rank 4 Morningstar and I'm currently on 334 units. I mean, I don't know how many units it's going to take you to get through it. It's really tough content. I would recommend at least saving up over 1,000 units. I mean, it's possible to do it without spending any units and everything, but yeah, just so you have some kind of safety net before going in there. And some people spend more than that, so if you want, you could save up even more than that. BG just did a few rounds of Arena when I decided to do some math to find out how much gold I'll need to rank 5 my Colossus. Total of 800,000 gold. I'm 500,000 away. I hate leveling up champs. Yeah, man. I mean, it's expensive, but man, it's worth it. You can get that Colossus ranked up. It's going to be a beautiful thing, dude. Video chat, who to rank 5 for Act 6, Guillotine 2099, or Sentinel? I have Tech Awakening Gem and 206 stones. I don't really know who's going to be better for Act 6. I honestly don't know. I can tell you for like content outside of Act 6, if you still need to do the variant difficulties, then I would go with Sentinel just because he's an XL champion and he's got that bonus for variant 3, and yeah, just in general he's super strong for all the variants essentially. But for Act 6, I actually don't know. Your thoughts about Dr. Doom Awakened 5 stars? Should I take him to rank 5? And other options for Mystic is Unawakened Symbiote Supreme. Doom's amazing. He's one of the best champs in the game. So yeah, absolutely worth a rank 5. I would prefer Doom over Sim Supreme. They both have their different uses in this game, but if you could only have one, I would say Doom. Jimmy Valentine. I mean, I never know if it's Valentine or Valentine. I think some people pronounce it differently, right? Either way, Jimmy, thank you very much for the 20 rupees. Saying, what are your thoughts about... Oh, that was your message. Well, Jimmy, thank you very much. I was actually reading that before I saw the super chat. But, yeah, thank you very much for the 20 rupees, man. Doom all the way. Realize Squirrel Girl is the best champ this year, I think, so far. You think so? I think it's Mojo. I think it's Mojo followed by Sorcerer Supreme, personally. But, Squirrel Girl, I mean, I don't know. To me, I just found her to be just alright. Taz Zeus sending over another 2, saying opinions on Star-Lord in 2020. Not great. Like, still good. Still ramp up his damage and stuff like that, but let's put it this way. He's a good champion in a world where great champions exist. See, okay. This kind of helps to make my point, actually. So, this is why I think the problem is deeper than just some nodes in Act 6 being ridiculous and requiring specific champions and stuff like that. Take away the need to have all those specific champions And sure, it would make it so that you could use champions like Star-Lord again for more fights, because I'm sure he's usable in some fights. But anyway, but would you? You know, like, the thing is, the balance is so crazy non-existent almost. Like, people wouldn't go back to using Star-Lord. People would still like to use the champions that are clearly more powerful than Star-Lord. So, does he have a use in 2020? I don't think so. Outside of very few situations, like Star-Lord is good for that rogue in Variant 3. He might be better than a lot of the other options for that. He might be useful in situations where gaining buffs is not good, and even though Star-Lord still gains buffs, he doesn't gain as many, so maybe you need a ramp-up champ that can't gain buffs. There's some like unique situations that you'd find, but for the most part, he's one of the old gods that got replaced. What's up, Hector? Taz, thank you again for another 2. Is Warlock Unduped a better rank 2 than Sig 20 rank 5 Darkhawk? I'm biased towards Darkhawk. I think Warlock in general is better, but hey, dude, if you like Darkhawk, it's not like he's a bad champion, so you do you. But yeah, I would prefer the Warlock. It is extra resources if that's something of a concern to you for that 6-star, but Warlock is such a strong champion and doesn't rely on his Awaken ability that, hell man, if I had a 6-star Warlock, I'd probably have him ranked 2. Daniel sent over another 5, saying, has anyone addressed the fact that you said you were going to test 6-star Human Torch in Act 4, but didn't do any Act 4 in your vid? I corrected it. I put a little message up that, because I meant to say Chapter 4, and then I put a little message up that said, if you go back to that part of the video, Act 6, Chapter 4, with a little asterisk. Man, I say stuff like that all the time, though, and I don't realize it. And even like watching it back, editing the video, that stuff will go right over my head that I said something totally wrong. So, I'm sure there's 1,000 instances of that in all my videos. Sometimes it gets me in trouble because sometimes it really comes out the wrong way of something that, you know, I could mean the total opposite, and, you know. But I usually try to catch that stuff at least. But Daniels, thank you for another 5. I only kept watching because I was hoping to see some Act 4 action. Disappointing, BG. Oh, man. I'm sorry to disappoint. Do I need to go back and, like, plow through Act 4? Actually, dude, that's what I'm going to do. Next time I do a rank up, that's my next rank up video, guys. I'm going to rank up some champion. It's going to be like my first rank 3 6-star. And I'm just going to auto fight through Act 1. Hope you guys enjoy. Well, I still wouldn't use Star-Lord very much for the variants, but listen, he is such an underrated gem for the massive 6.3 and 6.4 health pools. You think so? Okay. It's possible that that I'm underrating him. I still don't. So all this time later, I was about to go to my 5-star Star-Lord. All this time later, my 5-star Star-Lord is still unawakened. He was the second champion that I pulled. I've had opportunities to use Awakening Gems on him, so if I really wanted to, he'd be awakened right now. But he's still unawakened, and yeah, I don't know. I just rather use other champions, I guess. There's plenty of good champions that deal good damage, but also bring something else to the table that, especially in Act 6, the content tends to require. But you could be totally right, man. I'm just lacking the experience. PG, what advice do you have for streamers? I recently started doing it, and it's definitely fun, but there are very people who are asking stuff. I have 240 plus subs, but can't get more than 565 viewers. Just to, like, get more viewers and stuff. Well, it's kind of tough. That's how it's always gonna be. First off, like, you will never, ever see me in a stream with 100,000 people in here. You're always going to have a very small fraction of how many people are subscribed to your channel. So, as for tips, though, I don't know. It's really hard. Like, you need just a certain level, a certain amount of people in here just to keep the conversation going. If you don't have that, then it is tough. And I started streaming. I really only started streaming after I had like quite a few subscribers. Like I think I did my first stream. And I already had like 5,000 subscribers at the time because I had my channel going for a long time. Because I couldn't even figure out how to stream for the longest time. And then when I started streaming regularly, I already had like 10,000 subscribers. So there was always like at least like 60 people in the channel. And then it's just, oh man. At that point, it's just a good time. Because you always have something to talk about. There's always someone saying something, whether it's a joke, which or people asking for advice, things like that. Until you hit that point, I don't know how much advice I really have, other than, you know, just try to have fun with it and keep making other types of content too that will hopefully get people to enjoy your channel. B. Daniel sent over another buck saying, I was thinking, man, they buff Act 4. Don't remember Darkhawk being in the game back then. That's true. They have also gone back and added some new characters to those acts, but yeah. It is, that Darkhawk, he was not in Act 4, that's for sure, man. Dude just plowed right through me. There's a cutoff for 5-star Taskmaster. I got it in the description, the cutoffs. But if you can't see it, then I have an estimate of 30 million. I honestly have no idea what Taskmaster is going to go for. I don't think he's a very useful champion. And if it weren't for people still being like quarantined and stuff, I think he would only go for like 24, 25 million. But there's people with some extra time on their hands right now, and the arena scores have been up as a result. And yeah, I'm thinking he might hit 30. But it's really hard to say. You know you love your loyal chat fillers? Oh, dude, I wouldn't be here without you guys, so yeah, absolutely. BG, I like Silver Surfer, or should I awaken him with Rift? I have 49 Sig Stones that I can use on him. Atomics, I don't know a ton about Silver Surfer. If you like him, then sure, why not, man? Like, the Rifts, getting to pick an Awakening Gem, I think it's a super worth it trade-off. But Silver Surfer specifically, I can't even remember his Awaken ability. Let's see. All buffs on Silver Surfer have 5 to 50% increased potency. Well, it certainly would make him stronger. But, I don't know. I really don't consider Silver Surfer to be that strong of a champion. So, yeah. Only if you really like him, like you say. Quiet as a fishy fish. Oh, dude, I love the lurkers too, man. I lurk in most streams that I'm in. Sometimes in the quieter streams, I do try to chime in a little bit more just because I know what it's like when, you know. So for MCOC, there was always enough people in stream that the conversation was always going, and that's really just like all you could ask for, when streaming, because that's when it's fun, like I said. But a long time ago, I did try streaming a different game on Twitch. It was Hearthstone, and that wasn't even my first time streaming. I streamed Hearthstone for a tiny bit, and I was trying to do some unique challenge type of thing, but like no one knew of my channel. I didn't have a YouTube channel where people were already enjoying the content and then just decided to join in the live streams. There's nothing like that, but I did post on some Hearthstone forums that, a challenge that I was going to do, and I was pretty pleasantly surprised that I had like 20 people show up. But even then, you know, sometimes it was just 20 people just chilling, not really talking. So in those, you know, I know what it's like. And so whenever I'm in a stream that's, the chat isn't quite as lively, I try my best to chip in a little bit more, but yeah. The first time I was streaming, by the way, Orange Juice, I'm sorry, I'll get to your message in just a sec. The first time I ever streamed was before Twitch was even a thing. I told this story plenty of times, but I'll tell it one more time. I was playing World of Warcraft in the first no. Yeah, it was the second expansion of the game, Wrath of the Lich King, which is the expansion I stopped playing in ultimately. But anyway, I started streaming before Twitch was a thing, and I couldn't believe it that there were like 50 or 60 people watching the stream. When playing that game, I couldn't even read the chat at all. I couldn't answer anything that was going on. It was just like competitive arena in that game, which was like the highest form of competition in that game. And dude, I was stunned. It was like my first time ever streaming, and could not believe how many people were actually watching. It's blown away. Alright, Orange Juice. Let me see here, though. On the topic of the state of the game, Variant 4 is my current project. I gotta say the 5 and 6 star quests are kind of a pain, while the rest is actually pretty fun. Feel like it's just difficult to tune content for how strong 5 and 6 stars are. I think that's what led to the way Act 6 turned out and the state of Act 7 in the beta. Potentially, I agree with you that I do think it's really hard to tune the balance of this stuff. I do think it's tough. I think that could be part of it. I think, you know, Variant 4 is pretty interesting because you're definitely not alone in feeling that way, where like the difficulty, it just feels, it feels pretty steep in that first chapter. And then from there it totally lets up, and you know, there's still some difficult fights, I suppose, but compared to the first chapter, like, no, dude, it's a pretty night and day difference. I don't know if that was just intentional, where Kabam wanted to let people like kick back and have a little bit more of a good time, or what. But like, I actually don't know, man. I'm really curious. I wanna talk to Kabam about that. So Variant 4 wasn't out when when we went to Comic-Con last time, and I would love to actually talk to him about that. That's pretty interesting, actually. Kind of curious to know like why there was such a difference in difficulty between those two things. Maybe they really wanted to give it a throwback feel to when like 3 and 4 star champions were the top level of champions that players had, and give a little bit more of that throwback vibe to like an earlier time in the contest. I don't know. But that's pretty interesting to think about. Sam, signing over 5 of the most Australian bucks saying, hey BG, I went to the zoo today, but for some reason they only had one dog. It was a Shih Tzu. P.S. I'm very keen to see you pull that ghost. I get it. It took me a second. Got it. Like a Shih Tzu, but also like a, you know, poop zoo. Sam, thank you very much for the 5 Australian bucks, man. I too hope that I one day pull Ghost. Speaking of Ghost, Pete's in here. Pete, what's up, man? Ghost man himself. Twitter, Keebs. Pete, I actually wanted to talk to you, man. Whoa, dude. This keyboard looks very different from probably any keyboard I've ever seen. The colors and stuff, the way you have it set up, that's pretty unique, I gotta say. Also, okay, this threw me off for a second. The number pad being like shifted inward more. I didn't know keyboards were made like that. And like all the buttons that are normally above the arrow keys. Interesting. I gotta say, this type of chord is very satisfying as well. It's beautiful. Dude, I don't think I'm getting a new keyboard anytime soon, but I've been reworking my setup. And I don't know if I told you this or if you were here in the streams where I was talking about it, but I want to get... They're actually sold out in most places right now, but so I wasn't able to order it. But I want to get this, which I'm going to need some extra desk space. So I've been kind of rearranging my setup here a little bit. And the keyboard I have right now, I've had for a very, very long time, like 10 years. It's kind of crusty. It still works, so I don't really want to get rid of it. But it's also larger than I would like it to be. If I can get like a smaller one, just to take up less desk real estate. I almost sent you a message, dude. I was this close to being like, calling the key line. Calling an emergency, to the Panda Man Pete Keeb line. Check the video too? Wait, what? It's a compact full-size layout. Is that the term for it? There was a video though? Oh. Oh, I see. It's like one of those kind of color changing almost kind of things. That's cool. Yeah, it looks good, man. Looks real good. Go XLR, heard those are sick. Voss records us and then uses our voices when he plays Fortnite. Is that what he does? Yeah, you could do things like that, man. Well, what do you have too? I heard you, or I saw that you sent something over too, Hector. What is this? Well, I want to see something super sick. It's a song from a Sonic game. It's never given me issues, but just a heads up in case you don't even want to chance it. I think I actually like this piece. Yeah, I can't do it, man. I can't play it. Is it, I'll look at it later, but song from Sonic, does it happen to be Green Hills? Like the level 1 first Sonic song? There's some other Sonic songs that are really good too, but that's like the most famous one. Hi, sexy man. Eddie, what's up, dude? Just got here. So what have I missed about the scene situation? Also sending positive vibes your way. Eddie, you know I'm throwing positive vibes right back at you, man. So, in order to prevent myself from just repeating it all night, as people pop in. I talked about it at the start of the stream. Let me see. Where's the timestamp? From like 12 minutes in, that's when I started talking about it. And I just talked straight for about 10 minutes. So from about 12 to 22 minute mark, I gave a quick rundown of my thoughts, but I'm also going to make a separate video kind of going over some of the details and some of the things that were brought up that I agree with, that I would love to see changed and stuff like that. And yeah. Do you need keyboard for the biggest eating? I don't know what that means. For the biggest eating? Please don't spam though. If you can stop doing that. PG doing 100% 6.4 now, so Colossus to rank 5 or Emma rank 2. In general, I consider Colossus to be the better champion by a pretty significant amount, but I'm still going through 6.4 myself, and I'm not sure. Maybe Emma's really good for something. I'm considering using Emma to fight the Grandmaster with Mysterio to prevent reverse controls. I don't know. I usually don't have that big of a problem with reverse controls, so I might not do that. But if I'm having a hard time, then that's something I'm going to consider. And I also saw that Emma was able to auto-fight the last part of the Grandmaster fight, which is kind of wild to think about. It's supposed to be the end boss to all of Act 6, and you just turn on auto-fight with Emma. Yeah, seems like it, but looks cool for sure. Better than this Dingo's $5 headset. Wait, what is better than my $5 headset? Either way, yeah, I'm getting a new... Eventually, I'm not going to have this headset anymore. I have a microphone that so I needed to... Like, the really good microphones, they use a different connection. And that's why that thing is called a Go XLR, because it's an XLR instead of a USB. And you can't plug those directly into your PC. You need a separate device, and that's what that is. I technically have a separate device already, but this has some better functionality, better quality, and stuff like that. And I'm going to need that functionality if I am going to want to be able to stream with a different microphone in an apartment with all kinds of crazy noise going on outside. So yeah, I have a mic that I want to test out with it. And I'm hoping it works, because if it doesn't work, then I'm going to have to spend and get another mic, which, yeah. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. Because then it starts to get kind of expensive. I don't mind, you know, spending a bit, because I know it's going to last for a long time. I know it's going to improve the quality, make things better, but at the same time, man, I still don't want to blow all my money on this stuff. Bro, Jane Foster, it's her time to shine. Yeah, I'm good, Mike. I don't know. I mean, I have her at rank 4. You think I need to rank 5 her for it? I'm going to be doing that fight soon, man. I only have one more... Yeah, one more stream. Clearing up the rest of the content before it. 3 paths before the Grandmaster quest. And then it'll be Grandmaster time. I'm looking forward to it, man. Everyone says such good things about that fight. They have cords that go from XLR to 3.5 millimeter. Well, I mean, I'm not an audio expert, but I don't think those cords can replace these devices that do a little bit more than just allow you to make a connection. It's been, you know, I've been slowly upgrading the quality of the stream over time. And, you know, I did that with the lights back there. This camera's way better than the webcam I was using previously. It's time to get rid of this thing. And then also just the change some of the other stuff with the stream that you guys will see some other time. Brian, you read it wrong. It's not just a song. I meant the video I sent you has a song in the background. It's called Pumpkin Hill in the Knuckles stage. It's an animation, though. Oh, okay. Well, I could look at the animation. Oh, that's cool, man. That's pretty slick. You want me to put it on screen? Like, I don't mind showing it. It's gonna be pretty small, but yeah. I figure you don't mind if it's out there in the public, but I never know, you know, if it's like a work in progress and you're not ready to fully show it or something. Sure? Okay. All right, let me see. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty well done. Let me... Okay, yeah, there we go. Pops up, spins around, and then splits, has the text in there. It's pretty good, dude. Pretty good. Post it on my Twitter tomorrow? Okay. When should I go back and rank up lower level characters for the arena? So... there's kind of two approaches to this. You can choose to only rank up your low-level characters when you're out of Catalyst to rank up your higher-level characters and you have some spare gold and ISO and stuff like that. And you could rank them up, you know, during level-up events and kind of go that route. Or you can choose to take a temporary break from ranking up your higher-level characters just to get a decent base of low-level champions to run through the arena. If you know that you're going to definitely be grinding those lower level arenas, then it is worth making a temporary kind of sacrifice to your higher rank champs. And you don't have to rank up that many. Get like 15 2-stars and 15 3-stars. That way you could run 5 rounds of each of those arenas and then just, you know, wait till they refresh type of thing. Tom Luckman sent it over to the buck. Tom, thank you, dude. Saying, BG, which act did you enjoy the most? You seem to enjoy Act 6, but just curious if you enjoyed Act 5 or even Act 4 more due to champs used and general enjoyment. Which did I enjoy the most? I mean, probably like Act 2 or something, just because the game was fresh. I don't know. So, okay, here's the thing. 6.2 for me is by far my favorite chapter in the entire game. And I'll show you guys why right now. Let me get out of this arena. Things changed after 6.2. That's when the game started taking a turn in a direction that I didn't really appreciate. So, watch this. We go into the story. We go to 6.2. Pop into the third quest here. This Captain Marvel has 5,000 attack. Less than 5,000 attack. You can do this fight, and you can make mistakes, or you can, like, watch when I block, right? When I parry, oh, my health bar didn't just chunk down. Or, hey, oh, I missed and I got a heavy attack. My health bar, it's still there. I get to make mistakes while going through, like, difficult content. This is a dream to me, man. I loved it. There's certain parts of 6.2 that I don't like, sure. But that's awesome to me. If you look in 6.3 or 6.4, the attack levels, they just go through the roof. And even like, so they're basically on the level of variance. And the variance is something that I honestly, man, I like the variants because they're super rewarding, but I don't have the best time going through the variants. Like, I still have fun, but if we look at the first fight in the variant, okay, it's been a while since I did, you know, the math in school where you have the gator mouth, the greater lens sign, but I think this is greater than double of what was in 6.2. Like, man. So what happens here? You go into this fight where this Namor has almost 12,000 attack. And, okay, actually the parry didn't do much damage. But if I get hit with a heavy attack, let's see. Come on, buddy. Okay, yeah, the health chunked down a little bit more, man. It's just way less forgiving of of encounters. And yeah, that's how it is if you go in like 6.3 and 6.4. The attacks, they're just through the roof. I like hard content to an extent, and I think that's probably how everyone feels, right? Everyone is at like a different level in this game, and if the content's too easy, then it's boring, and if it's too hard, then it's too hard. You don't want to do it, and then you end up not doing it, and then you get bored that way too. And everyone has like this perfect balance point. And for me, I just rather their attack not go through the roof. And so 6.2 is my favorite. Aside from that, yeah, I guess I enjoyed Act 5 more. But Act 5, it almost felt like it was the opposite, where it was like a little too easy. I don't know. Steel, sending over one of them Australian bucks, saying, BG, my last is a real rib tickler. Oh my goodness. I'm afraid to see what this last one is. Okay, let me see. BG, I used to have a job at a calendar factory, but I got the sack because I took a couple of days off. Got the sack. I don't know if I've ever heard anyone use the expression got the sack. And because of that, I don't know if I could boo your joke, because I feel like I'm going to start saying that now. I went through Act 6 and I really got the sack on that. Wait, is that a common expression for got fired? Or is that just because of the joke? I mean, I get it because it took a couple days off, but I'm afraid to type into Google, got the sack. I don't know what's going to pop up. Got the sack. Definition of got the sack, informal, to be dismissed suddenly from a job, to get fired. She got the sack for always being late. Oh, see, for me, that means something very different. Oh, jeez. It's common in Australia? Okay. It's an Australian thing. Got it. Got it. Yeah, I've never heard that before. But still, thank you for the buck, dude. Alright, let's go spin out some crystals because it's getting late. Do you think Kamala could work for 6.2 Mr. Sinister BG? Oof. Realistically, not very well. Like, no. Is it possible to get through that fight? Sure, but yeah, it'd be a rough time. Common in New Zealand and the UK? I guess it's common in a lot of places other than the United States, or at least I just haven't heard it. I don't know. Don't quarterbacks get sacked? Yeah, but they don't get... That doesn't mean they got fired. Definitely heard it before, but it's not a particularly common phrase. Have you, Pete? Okay. ABG, any reason why your stream pixelates so badly on my big TV for everyone of your streams? However, it doesn't do that with every other YouTuber that I watch. Is it a constant pixelation, or is it just when there's a lot of action on screen? Because if it's super pixelated always, it shouldn't be. I've got the high, like as high a bitrate as YouTube will allow, actually. And it might just be that you have the resolution to the stream set low somehow by default for my channel. I don't know how that would be, but if it's a problem when, like, you know, when the action really, like when I'm using a special 2 or something like that, and a lot, like, the graphics are flying, then it pixelates for everybody, and I don't know how to prevent that because it looks crystal clear in my OBS, which is what I use to like capture the recording. But when I watch the playback, it gets real pixelated, and I tried to troubleshoot it once. It's pixelated both on YouTube and Twitch, and I don't know how to prevent it. It might be something in my settings, and I tried really hard to figure out what that thing was, and I played around with everything I could possibly think of to tweak. I couldn't fix it. Comes and goes for me. Usually it's pixelated at the start. Actually, you know what? It could be... it could also... You don't have bad, like a poor internet connection where it would automatically kind of... Well, no, he said for everyone else it's good. Never mind. I don't know. I would love to fix it once and for all, but yeah. What's your Twitch handle, BG? It's actually linked in the description. It's just Contest Champion. I was kind of thinking about changing it, to be honest. Because I was thinking about possibly playing some different games on Twitch, very casually on occasion. Been thinking about it for years and haven't done it yet, but still thinking about it. Yo, get this BG hater out of here. What BG hater? BGUCC's video, what do you think about it? Sorry if you've already commented on it. Yeah, at the 12-minute mark in the stream, 12-minute mark in the stream, I talked about it, and I'm gonna make a separate video. But if you want my thoughts right now, just check back on that. John Samos, PG complains a lot. Oh, is that the person that's hating? What is he saying? Your head's way too big for that? Big ass forehead boy, stop getting a 3? What? Only sides with the greedy company? Ah, man, you haven't seen any of my content then if you think that. Go watch my hour-long video about how I think war is busted. Or the podcast I just made with Cam last week. You're crazy. Anyway. Let's go check out an egg, shall we? Look at this beautiful egg right here. Oh, the egg. What a beaut. Happens when I watch Dave's streams too? Wait, it happens for Dave's streams too, Falstaff? You know, I never really... I guess because mostly when I'm in streams, I'm usually just listening. It's pretty rare that I'm actually paying attention to the fights going on. So maybe I just never noticed it happening to other people too. BG, is today the day we get double egg mode? Oh man, I forgot to do that. Hunter asked for it yesterday. Hmm. Like, seeing is amazing, but your videos are like goals for what I want to accomplish. Well, thanks, man. I mean, the thing is, like, too, like, people are just, they just don't know. You know what I mean? So I don't even blame this guy. He's just popping in. He heard me say something positive once that he didn't agree with, and he doesn't know that that I agree with what a lot of what Seaton said, right? Like, people just don't, they just don't know, and it's okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't recommend anyone else just make some totally ignorant comments to anyone else. Like, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's just somebody who doesn't know, and well, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really affect me. BG, would you play Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction on Twitch? I don't know. I love Diablo, man. Favorite game of all time. But I don't know if I would want to stream it. I kind of just enjoy playing it casually at this point because I've played it so much. But then again, that's kind of what I want to do on Twitch, is just kind of play games casually. I don't know. Alright, anyway, I'm going to head out of here, but I will be back tomorrow, normal time. I don't think I'm going to do a day stream. I'll make a video, like I said, about state of the game, how I feel about it all, and stuff like that. And I'll upload that tomorrow. And I also have some crystals that I wanted to open too. I was going to do that today, but got distracted and then went outside for a little bit into the world. It was scary out there, man. It was super scary. Did you ever play any of the Civilization series? Believe it or not, no. But I actually, I think I would love the Civilization series, but I've never played them. But, okay. I will see you guys later. Do it in the same video, because why not? Do a crystal open. Oh my god. Dude, it's going to be a quick crystal opening, followed by 30 minutes of talking about how I feel about the current state of the game and stuff. I don't think that would go so well. Okay, anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow night. Orange juice, dude, if you're still in here. Still in here, buddy? Thank you so much, Orange Juice, for the crazy generous support. Night Hollywood. Night Dragon Dagger. Night, everybody. Thank you to everyone else as well. I'll give one last hi to Stealth Ghost, if you're still in here. Oh, and you know what? Alright, we're going to end this one for Hunter. Here's what we're going to... Well, yeah, we're going to do it this way. The big egg mode. Alright. Good night, guys.